Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and it looks like Marc Guiu has decided to swap sunny Barcelona for West London as he looks likely that he's going to join Chelsea. So let's quickly get the boring stuff out of the way. If you are new here, my name's Antonio Mango. I do all the scout and analysis on any young players that do move or just any young players around the world in general. So if you are new here, make sure you hit that like button. And if you enjoyed this video, after the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss out on another video again. So it does look increasingly likely that Marc Guiu will move from Barcelona to Chelsea in the near future after they triggered his release clause in the region of somewhere £6 million, which in my opinion is an absolute steal for a La Masia graduate. Firstly, who is Marc Guiu? Who is he? Well, he's an 18-year-old born on the 4th of January 2006 in Barcelona, Spain. He's a 6'2" striker at this current moment. He began his career at Barcelonista Sant Celoni, which is a fan club of La Liga side Barcelona. He went on to join Barcelona themselves into their La Masia Academy in 2013-14, and he's just gradually climbed that ladder through that historic academy. I'm sure we can all remember his senior competitive debut where he came on the 79th minute, scoring the winning goal within 23 seconds, and which was actually second touch in a 1-0 victory over Athletic Club. In doing so, he became the youngest and fastest debutant to score for Barcelona in La Liga at the age of 17 years, 291 days. He's also been playing for Barca Athletic. So what's his statistics look like? Well, for Barca Athletic, he's played 17 games, scoring 6 goals, providing 4 assists. For Barca's senior team, he's played 7 games, starting one of those games, the equivalent of 182 minutes where he scored 2 goals. That's a goal every 91 minutes. The striker has also been representing Spain at youth level for the under-17s and under-19s. He actually played in the under-17s Euro Championship where he finished as top goal scorer, ended up in the team of the tournament as well. Marc Guiu is very unique. When players come out the La Masia Academy, it often prioritizes sharp agility, technical finesse, but Guiu stands out through his traditional number 9, reminiscent of a classic striker of the past. What are some of his strengths? Well, finishing, movement, he's athletic, he's instinctive, he's aggressive, and he works tremendously hard. Marc Guiu is a centre forward who stands at an impressive 6'2", as I mentioned earlier, but he's also got a wonderful set of strong body mass. He leads the line superbly well for his colleagues, following with outstanding attitude and work rate. His characteristics: he's got outstanding pace, acceleration, he's strong, he's got sharp movement, he's intelligent with his movement, and that's exactly what sets him apart from other La Masia graduates. He's got physical power and he's got physical strength as well. What can you expect on the pitch? Well, he plays to his strengths to hide his weaknesses very well. He's got a physical presence on the pitch. He's immensely strong. He's got bruising power and he's got a long running stride. He does his best work when he's running into space. He always tries to play on the blind side of defenders. This means positioning himself behind the defender, not allowing them to see him and the ball. Playing on the blind side of defenders allows him to be one step ahead of them, not only physically but mentally as well, whether that be creating a dart and running behind or coming to show for the ball. It gives him the edge over the defenders. He comes to collect the ball and help his team in the build-up phase. Although he's not the best all-rounded on the ball, he's very good in just doing little layoffs, bringing others into play. He often looks to spread the ball wide for a teammate before turning and sprinting back towards goal. The pace in which he moves off the ball causes defenders real problems. He'll battle He's hardworking, he's aggressive with his movement, and he doesn't mind the physical side of the game. He doesn't mind going shoulder to shoulder with opponents. You'll often see him using his shoulders, using his arms to hold off defenders while he controls the ball. He's excellent at using his body while having his back to goal, using his strength to relieve pressure for his teammates. He'll work extremely hard to fight for every single ball, trying to make lost causes into something. He's energetic, and his desire is extremely infectious. So what can you expect positionally? Well, he tends to remain centrally, but on the odd occasions he does make little wider movements into the left and right half spaces. So what I'm talking about is in between the centre back and the full back channel. Playing this way requires you to be brave with your movement, quick with your movement, and with a quick speed of thought, because you only get that split second to make that run. As we're seeing with his goal against Athletic Club, that's exactly his movement. He done well in curving his run just to get behind the defenders. One touch and a finish. What I love about him and his movement is why his movement is so great. He shows incredible desire to make a secondary run to get into goal-scoring positions. He has a huge stride to sprint past opponents, and also fast once he builds momentum. He's constantly on the move, and as a result, it constantly tests opponents' concentration and stamina. Any lapse in any of these, and he's capable of taking advantage. Marc Guiu has mastered the art of seeing rather than looking. So in other words, when to be an outlet and show for the ball, or when to move into space. He knows exactly what to do depending on the development in the gameplay. He just gets it as a centre forward. His runs to depth are like a seasoned veteran. He exploits space extremely well, and he consistently needs attention. That draws attention away from other players to make movements. When he's close at the goal, he makes sharp, smaller movements as he approaches goals. And when he spots an opportunity for a teammate to attempt to find him in space, he'll change his line of direction and accelerate into that space, giving defenders and goalkeepers less chance to react. When he's inside the box, most of the opportunity he fashions for himself by making sharp movements away from defenders into space before attacking the ball. This is a trait that instantly causes danger, especially in and around that penalty area. He's truly mastered the art of timing. He possesses wonderful instinctiveness inside the penalty area, always on the move, and does well to attack the ball. The speed in which he shoots offers goalkeepers and defenders alike less time to react, and the combination of his conviction and his aggressive approach, his technique and his intuitive mind make him deadly inside the box. Really, he's a monster as well, and that's not something you would usually say from a La Masia graduate. He's standing at 6'2", but he's got an athletic body, he's got an athletic leap. When you combine that with insane bravery, he doesn't mind putting his head where it hurts. Combine that with clever movement and lethal finishing, make a deadly combination. So he's got the ability to come short and show for the ball, playing those little half spaces. He's intelligent with his movement, and he's intelligent when creating separation from himself and his marker. But he's also got that knack for running in behind. So he's incredibly unpredictable for defenders. What's he like off the ball? Well, he's just as impressive. He works insanely hard for his team. He works to fight and win back possession. He pressures opponents. He's literally non-stop off the ball. He'll fight and give everything for his teammates. He's incredibly selfless. So I just want to touch upon his technique. Well, he's got a good first touch. He moves the ball into space. He knows when to trap it into his feet and try and hold a play. But if there is space and he does see runners coming on, he will take a touch with the outside of his foot and try and roll his man, try and spin his man. He's got an excellent first touch. And that comes from probably the work that's been drilled into him. A young footballer that does have weaknesses, and Marc Guiu is no different. He's not a particularly good dribbler or passer of the ball. He's not comfortable and doesn't have the neat and tidy footwork that you would expect from a La Masia graduate in tight spaces. He's not as composed. He does his best work when he's got room to move into. Another thing he lacks is that vision or execution in the final through ball. He doesn't possess that creativity to have that final ball, to create a chance, to make a thing happen. He does well in bringing others into play, far from goal, where he can just do a little layoff, but he needs to improve on his final ball and his decision making. So it's been rumoured that he will be entering into the first team. So I have had a look at how he can fit into Enzo Maresca's system based on what he played at Leicester. Obviously, he hasn't had any games yet for Chelsea, so we don't know exactly what formation he's going to put out or philosophy. He could change. But basing it on what we're seeing at Leicester, Maresca likes to have runners off the ball, hold up the ball, and visually see runners off the ball. It's going to give him that brilliant outlet. But not only that, Maresca wants these strikers to provide a lot of movement. We've seen it with Vardy, we've seen it with Patson Daka. That had a lot of movement in and around those central areas. And that's exactly what this boy excels at. He's good at moving away from the ball. He's good at moving towards ball. So ultimately, it's looking to withdraw opposition out of position for teammates and himself to exploit, because he truly excels with his movement. So I can see exactly why Maresca would want a player like Marc Guiu to fit his system. And to get a player like that for £6 million, it's a no-brainer. Because he offers something different that Washington offers. Washington's got that neat and tidy footwork. Washington's got that dribbling ability where he can beat 2 or 3 men. But Mark's got that instinctiveness inside the box. His finishing can improve. Does need a little bit of fine-tuning. But what you get from him as an 18-year-old, the potential is clear to see. I actually think there's a method to the madness of what Chelsea are doing at the moment. I'm incredibly excited by the project because I'm someone that wants to see young players and youth given a chance. It's not something that's going to establish overnight, and I wish Chelsea and their fans nothing but the best. I hope they do win the Europa Conference League, and I hope they do give these youngsters a chance to thrive. So guys, I just want to say I really appreciate all your precious time watching this. And if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you do have any recommendations that you want to hear more about of a certain player, what are his instincts, his style of play, where he's suited on the pitch, let us know in the comments below and I'll make that video for you. So guys, I appreciate you all watching. Thank you very much.